It is no secret that we are already in the midst of the energy and heating transition. But the new economic policy baseline exacerbates the magnitude of the effects of inaction in our immediate future. In short, without security of supply, Germany as a business location is at risk in the near future. You may not even be aware of the situation yet, but allow us to state the facts behind this statement. As you may already know, more than 80% of all households in Germany currently still heat with oil, gas and wood. In terms of homes in Germany, natural gas has by far the largest market share at 47%. This, combined with the current dependence on the energy spot market due to economic policy, means that enormous costs will be and have already been incurred by end consumers and the economy. And this because the energy spot market only buys surplus, expensive energy without cheaper long-term contracts. Furthermore, the climate neutrality targets set according to COP Paris and COP Glasgow must be achieved in order to stop global warming. And on top of all of this, unilateral geopolitical dependencies must be avoided. Won't the whole problem already be solved by switching to green electricity? Unfortunately not. Quite the opposite. Pursuing the climate targets will lead to a massive increase in electricity consumption, and electricity grids will also have to be expanded by a factor of 2 to 3 compared to today in an all-electric or main electric solution. The electricity transport axes in Germany are already fully utilized and will not be relieved by the implementations of Südlink, Ultranet and Südostlink until 2028 at the earliest. On one hand, the expansion of the electricity grid is associated with massive costs, and on the other hand, it has not kept up with the growth in demand for years due to time-consuming, tedious approval procedures. In addition, the geopolitical dependence on China, with its focus on green power, is intensified, as 95% of photovoltaic and 75% of wind turbine components come from China. And if rising energy prices are not affordable, social tensions within society will continue to rise and democracy will be challenged. Therefore, not only electrons, meaning electricity, but also green molecules, specifically green gases, are needed in the long run for a viable socio-economic overall solution. The German government must secure sufficient LNG imports and LNG terminals beyond the spot market in the long term and convert them to green gases as quickly as possible and in an economically viable manner in order to achieve the climate goals. This is because power grids can only cope with the additional loads from e-mobility, heat pumps, and digitalization in combination with molecules. There are further challenges with this, but they can be overcome. Without the 736 gas distribution network operators, there is no longer a business case for the 15 gas transmission network operators, as they purchase over 75% of the throughput volumes. 67% of the industry also depends on the distribution network indivisibly from residential customers. Therefore, a hydrogen transformation must take place all the way into the heating market, specifically into the distribution grids, in order to achieve the climate targets quickly and in an economically sustainable manner. The DVGW's Gas Grid Area Transformation Plan, in conjunction with the H2 report, guarantees a rapid and time-bound transformation of the entire gas infrastructure in Germany. The locational advantages of a parallel conversion to hydrogen are manifold: security of supply, rapid decarbonization, protection of municipal assets, competitive energy prices, affordable, cost-controlled heat supply, fewer construction sites and approval procedures, future-proof jobs. In Germany, 2/3 of the gas infrastructure are an asset of the municipalities and citizens. A write-off of the gas infrastructure would therefore affect the public sector and its citizens. 85% of existing buildings do not even meet the KfW 70 standard and can thus only be made climate neutral at very high cost by means of electric heat pumps, building envelope, supply and return temperatures, and so on. The high refurbishment costs hit both tenants and property owners in addition to inflation. Therefore, from 2024 onwards, end-use devices that are 100% hydrogen-ready must also be recognized as 65% renewable energy heating systems in order to moderate the costs for end users and make them sustainable. Did you know that there are also gas heat pumps that are 30% more economical than modern gas boilers and 100% H2 transformable? And in order to comply with the 65% renewable energy regulation, the use of green gases as a fuel can be checked via annual inspections by chimney sweeps. In addition, municipal heating planning needs a nationwide guiding process that also involves those who have to bear the main costs, specifically tenants and property owners. Germany has the smallest share of home ownership in the EU, and through the large share of index and graduated rents, the renovation costs are directly passed on to the tenants. The economic viability of alternative networks, local, geothermal, and district heating networks must be examined, as well as the offsetting of assets to be redeveloped. Otherwise, renovation rates are too low. In addition, the gas grid is also the only long-term storage currently available. In summary, only through sector coupling of electricity and green gases, by means of hydrogen transformation of the German gas grid up to the heating market, will affordable supply security and Germany as a business location be preserved. To stop global warming, a climate-neutral, electricity-based Europe on 2% of the Earth's surface is not enough. Hydrogen should be the drinking water of the energy transition, not the champagne. This is also confirmed by the current study by Acatech on the import of green hydrogen. Therefore, many countries must participate in, as well as benefit from, the production of green gases. Only if we enable economically weaker countries to participate themselves through the production of green, transportable molecules such as hydrogen, ammonia, and LNG, will global climate neutrality and an end to unilateral geopolitical dependence be achieved. Our gas grids are colorblind, so it depends on what we make of them. We, Netze Südwest, are on the way to becoming a climate-neutral distribution network operator and would like to invite you to support us with this. The further development of our infrastructure depends crucially on the following legislative initiatives: the EU Gas Market Directive and the packages of the BMWK. Only if the energy and heat transition remains affordable, especially in the more than 80% of existing buildings. We understand that industry and private customers cannot be separated in the gas infrastructure, and that an H2 transformation is therefore needed all the way to the distribution grids. And we also understand that we need to involve as many countries as possible in the production of green molecules, because only molecules can store large amounts of energy for transport and thus complement electrons. We will stop global warming globally and create a climate-neutral planet Earth. You can find more information on our website or in our other videos on the hydrogen transformation at netze-südwest.de, or if you would like to support us directly or have any questions, please feel free to contact us directly.